Plaintiff Elizabeth Irvin says the defendant is her aunt, and she's always been like a second mom to her. Elizabeth claims the defendant can be overbearing, and she monitors Elizabeth's every move when she's out on a date. Elizabeth is suing her aunt for a damaged PlayStation. Defendant Dixie Hannabury admits that she can be overbearing, but insists it's only because Elizabeth makes bad choices when it comes to men, and she often doesn't come home when she should.
Start with you.
My aunt and I, we've always been close. She was kind of like a second mom to me, babysat me a lot as I was growing up.
You suing her for a PlayStation?
Correct, sir.
I mean, I'm not trying to be funny. You can play PlayStation at any age, but it's just odd.
I don't. My grandson.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. It just threw me off. I just wanted to be able to focus on this as opposed to trying to figure out what you're doing with a PlayStation. Okay, because that would have thrown me off. All right, so your aunt, what type of relationship have the two of you had?
We've always been close. She's been like a second mom to me. She babysat me a lot when I was younger, and our family has always just been really close. She's just kind of overbearing sometimes. She tries to be mom number one instead of a second mom. If I'm out on a date, she'll call me probably about 1 million times, maybe, give or less.
Starting at what time?
The minute I leave.
Only one time.
Making sure I'm okay and everything's going well, and making sure I'm not drinking too much and that I'm gonna be home at a reasonable time.
What age did she begin doing that?
When I started going out, so maybe like 16.
Okay, and
I'm 23 now.
When did it stop?
It hasn't?
Hasn't.
At 23, you still call her within how long?
Probably within like the first 5 minutes that I leave the house.
Is that true?
Not 5 minutes, no, Your Honor.
How many?
I would say maybe an hour and a half.
What do you need to know?
She makes bad choices.
Okay, now you're talking.
Okay, with the men she's with.
Got it.
The amount that she likes to drink while she is out.
She likes dope fiends and bad boys.
Pretty much, yeah.
And alkies.
Bad boys, yeah.
Druggies, alkies, jailbirds.
As long as they're not working, they're the best.
And criminals.
Yeah. So I don't know about criminals. I don't know druggies.
If they drinking and driving, they're criminals. That's a crime. You need to call her.
And she has a bad habit of not coming home when she should.
There you go. Now that's when you should call, perhaps. I'm with that. That's what I do. Okay. And I don't know if they hang out with druggies or not. I can never say what my kids do now. You can never say what your kids do. So I don't know who they hanging out with, but they bring home the people that seem to be decent, but I don't know, they might switch out time they get home. All right, man, thanks for showing up with me.
The Harvard friend.
Yeah, the Harvard friend. Now I'm gonna go get my real crew. And do you do all this, and is that the issue? You hang out with the wrong types?
I'm not saying that I don't, but I'm not gonna say that I do at the same time.
All right, be careful. I don't want you to.
Tell the truth.
Yeah, you don't want to be a casualty of any type, whether it's going to jail, getting caught, and whatever they're doing, it pass on to you. So be careful about that. Have them meet you at the club. Mm-hmm. You all drink and you go your way, they go their way. You don't drink too much so that you don't drink and drive. All right, then, or you meet them at the little house, wherever y'all go to smoke your weed after the club. You just go there, smoke your weed, and have somebody driving you. As long as you have your certificate. You have your certificate? Your weed certificate.
I don't smoke weed.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, don't smoke without your medical. You gotta be, I want you to make sure you're within the law. All right. And tell me how she got a hold of your PlayStation and what happened.
Well, my aunt doesn't have much of a social life because she is raising 3 kids and does work, so she doesn't go out that much. So the one time, believe it or not, she actually had a date. It was about mid-May. I let the kids borrow my PlayStation 4 so that they could use it and play with it while they were being babysat. To my knowledge...
Babysat by whom?
I had a friend coming over to watch them.
Okay. All right, go ahead. So,
to my knowledge, like I said, I guess my aunt had stepped out of the room and heard some commotion.
How old are the children?
The oldest is 12, then 9 and 8.
8 and 10.
8 and 10.
You can step out the room.
Yeah.
It's not toddlers.
Right. They're old enough, but
right,
still
to step out of the room for sure.
Well, besides that, my date was sitting in the living room with them, while I was in the bathroom getting ready. And
Why, you felt that you should have someone overseeing them?
Well, no, but he was waiting for me.
Okay, you didn't
ready.
feel the need to have someone oversee them.
Not for that. No.
12-year-old doesn't have any troubles?
No.
Doesn't break things?
Very good kid. Very good. She's
Okay.
at gymnastics.
I just told you, don't you say what your kids are. I just told you. You might be a very good
cross
kid in
my
front
fingers.
of you. All right, go ahead. And tell me what she said happened.
She said that the youngest, Jason, had spilled pop all over it and it basically fried.
Okay.
And I asked her if she was going to reimburse me, and she refused. I had asked her on a couple other several occasions, and she refused as well. So,
all right, who do you think should pay for it?
I don't know, but I wasn't in the room. I don't feel it was my fault.
Whose fault do you think it is?
My children
don't
and
know
my
that?
date.
Pardon me?
My children and my date.
All right, so who asked to borrow the PlayStation?
I did.
All right, and so you took responsibility for it. So you owe her. And you can get it from your kids or your date, whoever. You can get it from them or sue them. You can sue your children, but you can't collect until they're 18 if you get the judgment. All right? Do you want to sue them? You want to bring them in here?
Yes.
Good enough. All right, bring
do
them
that kind of
rascals
thing?
in front of me. I know how to handle it. $400 is your judgment. Have a good day.
She's my niece. I love her unconditionally, and I always will. It's unfortunate that I have to pay for it, but I still love her.
it's my aunt. She's going to be a part of my life for the rest of my life. So there's no hard feelings.